Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. On the counter, I have the original CZ75B and the CZ75 Compact. This is obviously the 75B, and here's the 75 Compact. Now I have modified them from their original form. I put night sights on both of them, the same pair, and I upgraded the grips here. Or else they're factory, and I don't intend to mess with them in any way, shape, or form beyond this. So let's go over the specs real quick. The CZ75 Compact, here on the bottom, MSRP $649. It has a 3.75 inch cold hammer forged barrel. It's 7.25 inches long, it's 5 inches tall, and is 1.4 inches wide. It's all steel and weighs 33 ounces with the unloaded 15+1 magazine. It features a double single action trigger, 3-dot white sights. Again, I changed to night sights. Manual safety with the firing pin block safety also, and plastic grips. Now the 75B is very similar, but some of the specs are slightly different. So this features a 4.6 inch cold hammer forged barrel. It is 8.1 inches long, 5.4 inches tall, and 1.4 inches wide. It weighs 35 ounces with the 16+1 empty magazine. So there's only a differences of 2 ounces. They're both all steel. Double single action trigger, 3-dot white sights, manual safety, firing pin block safety, plastic grips. So a lot of similarities. The only real noticeable difference besides the size that you see is the grip length. That may be kind of deceiving because the 75B, if you have bare paws, your hand can fit it. I wouldn't say the same for the 75 Compact. So let's look at these in finer detail. Let's start off with the 75 Compact. Now look at it in my hand. So you notice that my hand pretty much takes up the full size of the grip length. Now I wear size small gloves. So with the magazine inserted, you don't get that much more. So if you have medium or large size hands, you may not be as comfortable with this one. But I really like this because my hand fits the full length of the frame now, where the 75B, I have like half an inch or more hanging because I have small hands. But that's good for you guys that have the bare paw hands, and me with the little kid hands, this is perfect for me. I, however, wish that it was slightly longer. The 3.75 inch is quite capable, don't get me wrong, but you definitely miss the extra length on the barrel, so to speak. But it is highly accurate, the same trigger, same frame, a lot of similarities, not a lot of differences. Check out the night sight, it's the same on both of them. These are True Glow. These are a lot taller than the other ones that it comes with, the factory ones. Those are really low profile, and they're actually really hard to pick up. I did mess with the fiber optic sight and put it on the 75B for a while before I went to the night sight, but like this a lot. Now the recoil spring is one of the things that's different because it's, close to the same weight, but it's smaller. The recoil system is a little bit different in this one. So the recoil spring in this one's a little lighter. It's a little bit heavier in this one. So we'll see after I get more rounds and if it breaks in a little bit more. So the 75B, if you look at it in my hands, now I've got extra space, right? So when I put the magazine in, you see if you have bigger hands, no problem. You see, I've got quite a bit of extra space. And if you get the 19 round magazines with the little nub on there, well, then you've got even bigger hands, no problem. So for me, I like these, but I usually use the 19 round magazines that come with the SPO1 or the Shadow 2, or no, the SPO1 Shadow that I got. So what's great is the magazines are interchangeable from the bigger to the smaller, like the Glock in the 75 series. So all of your CZ75 magazines will work in the CZ75 Compact. It will just look stupid, right? So it just sticks out the bottom. The 19 round ones look as dumb as those huge Glock stick magazines that they have too, that people like to put on their social media and look at me, I'm so cool. No, it looks stupid. It looks really stupid. Now the magazines are different. Now I definitely think that there's an advantage to the 75 Compact magazines because these are the competition style magazines. You can see different material, different finish. Okay, maybe not different material, but different finish. Maybe different material, I don't know. They're both metal, but I don't know if they're both, type of alloy, who knows. but one has 9mm and one has 40 on the 75 compact. So you can use these for competition. You can't use these for competition, right? Because this one only has the 9mm ones. So these ones are a little different. So these are like the magazines that come with their competition models, where it's got 9 on one side and 40 on the other, with the logo on the front and this finish and the colored follower. So this one, the follower, no color to it. It's this flat base plate thing. And if you're curious about the Mekgar equivalents, I actually did buy 3 of these, and they are the exact same. So Mekgar pretty much makes these magazines. They just didn't come with the logo on them, because usually I use this as a concealed carry, and these are filled with hollow points. So I got some regular magazines for the range, or range magazines. So I got the Mekgar ones, and they're the same. So interchangeable. You can get the 16, the 17, the 19. You can get the 17 with the +2 base plate, and that's from Mekgar also. You can buy that at Top Gun Supply. That's where I got mine. The hammer's the same. The grip angles are similar. The grips would be the same, but I changed it to the G10. Safety, everything is pretty much the same. So it is pretty much a smaller, scaled down version, but there are a few differences. Like the recoil system is slightly different. The recoil pull for this one is a little bit harder. I know it's going to be hard to tell, but this one is definitely lighter and easier. The 75B right out of the box is so smooth. This one you can definitely tell that there's a little bit break-in period going to be for the recoil spring. It's shorter, and I'm sure it's a little bit stiffer if there's a way to measure the gauge. Same with the SPO1. The recoil spring in that is a lot heavier than it is in this one. So must be something to do with the design. I'm not really sure, but they're very close, and the MSRP is the same. The magazine is only 1 cartridge difference in capacity. So choosing one over the other, I would say, is just a matter of what are you going to use it for. This one obviously more full size, or full size, I would say, 4.6-inch barrel. I'd say that's full size. If they came out with a 5-inch model in this with suppressor ready and the suppressor height sights, I would be, and the red dot optic, this thing would sell like hotcakes. This is by far the greatest $500 gun that I've ever bought. This puts the Glock to shambles. I don't even use those anymore. I haven't used a Glock pistol or my SIG pistols since I bought the CZs, like, what, 4 months ago, 5 months ago? They're literally just collecting dunce. So now it's 1911 and CZ, and that's all I shoot. 45, 9mm, and then there's the 5.56 NATO when I want to, break out the aluminum firearm. So if you're looking for a high quality pistol, all metal, you can't go wrong with these. I don't know anything about the Berettas. I don't have anything, but I like these ones with the manual safety over the decocker. Works nice and easy. It's nice and smooth. It's butter. You can hear the audible click. You can use the slide lever release. It works great. I know you're not supposed to drop the slide on an empty chamber, yada, yada, yada. But, if you're at the range and you're changing mags, you can use the slide lever stop. Grabbing the slide from here, there's not as much to grab on, but as you can see, the slide lever stop does got quite a bit of bulk to it. It's easy to get to. The grips on these, highly ergonomic. If you were to compare the grip angles to this in the 1911, it's really hard for me to choose which I like more. I like them both. It's a hard comparison because of the different calibers, and as an American, I refuse to get a 1911 in 9mm. That's just, no. John Moses Browning got it right. 1911's 45 only. 10 mil, maybe. So this is just a quick comparison video. I've used this one 3 or 4 times now. I've used this one a little bit more than that. But I think if I were to choose one over the other, I'm not doing that. I'm taking them both because they have different purposes. They're both awesome, but if I had to just choose one, definitely taking the 75B, because that extra length, you definitely get more accuracy. And I'm talking like when you want to have some fun at the range, put the target out at 40, 50 feet with this, you can definitely do well. Just take some time, get the trigger pulled down. That's one thing with this double single action trigger, is that once you get it down, it's highly accurate, because the weight of the pistol, if you can focus and control your trigger pull, you'll be a great shot with these. So check out the CZ line of pistols if you want a nice, quality, affordable target shooting pistol. Whether for the range or concealed carry, they got you covered. Stay tuned for more light content.